Perseverance is not a long race, it's many short races, one after the other. Walter Elliot. My friends, 10 to 15 minutes a day, that's what your short race is, day in and day out. That ends up being the long race. Every day, 10 to 15 minutes, the market is open. That way you learn the nuances of the ETFs and stocks that you're interested in learning to track. Now, we track 4. And it's a nice broad spectrum. It's the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100. Those are stock indexes. 20-year bonds, TLT, and gold, GLD. We also, because you guys ask for it, look at Bitcoin once a day just because we love you. Now, thank you for all the book buyers. I just did a whole book fulfillment. Got to spend some of my afternoon doing that. And that's always nice. Appreciate the book purchases. Those autographed copies went out to everyone today, and also welcomed some new Patreon members. So thanks again. Don't forget, Patreon members. We have first Wednesday of September is actually the 1st of September, next Wednesday. That is when our live question and answer call-in session is going to take place. If you are a Patreon member or interested in becoming one, well, go sign up and become one. If you're a Patreon member, go ahead and email us, cw@chartingwealth.com, your questions, the ETFs you'd like us to help you backtrack, or stocks that you're interested in practice trading, questions you got, all that. And hopefully everyone can join us. We always endeavor to video the live question and answer session. And then what do? Well, we send that out to everyone as soon as we finish the program for the day. So that's where we are. Let's jump into these charts. We see the S&P up for the day 0.21%. And we have a green up candle forming. Price percent oscillator still negative and flat, moving along sideways. Derivative oscillator may be gaining a little bit of momentum. It's pretty much flat from last week and the week before. We look at the 2-day. Now, what is happening on this 2-day? It is trying to cross over, going up. Of course, this is the first day of the latest 2-day candle. Is it reaching a higher high? High 449.46, previous high 448.54. So yes. So again, maybe, now wait, that's going to be, hopefully I didn't say 2-day recross. Did I? Didn't mean to. It's trying to cross over. That would not be a 2-day recross because, of course, we currently have the S&P, unlike the Qs, and this is where it gets confusing. The Qs has been positive on the price percent oscillator for a while. The S&P 500 has been negative for a while. So all this would be is a crossover going up on the 2-day. That can always set you up for a potential recross going down. That was a very short-lived one. It, again, some of you I know played that. I don't know who actually successfully played that. It was very short-lived, but there were some possibilities there, but hard ones. Hard ones when, again, you don't have trending taking place. You don't, and that's when the price percent oscillator works so well in tandem with the derivative oscillator. If your stock or ETF is not trending, then my friends, the method doesn't work that well. So there's only tens of thousands of other ETFs and stocks to look at. And again, we focus on these 4 so that you learn the lessons from them. Sometimes the lesson is, it's not in a trading season right now. And you just wait until things clear up, and it goes that way. Derivative oscillator still negative. Price percent oscillator is trying to cross over first day of this latest 2-day candle. Look at the half day up in the morning, a little further up in the afternoon. Price percent oscillator heading up. Derivative oscillator slowing, but looks like it might have gotten a little bit higher, maybe flat. But that's all right. That was on the half day. So that's where we are on the S&P 500. And again, that price percent oscillator is negative. Now look, flips over. It's positive on the Qs. Green up candle for the week. Derivative oscillator still losing momentum. That price percent oscillator is about flat, but on the positive side. 2-day heading up. First day of the latest 2-day candle. Nice green up candle. Derivative oscillator is still negative, but losing momentum. Is there going to be a 2-day recross at the close of the market on Thursday? Don't know. That's when this 2-day candle will finish drawing. Might give you an opportunity on the NASDAQ 100. We'll wait and see. What's up with the half day? You can see, however, there how things are slowing. They boomed up. We particularly had that big up day on Monday and then slowed on Tuesday, creep to a crawl on Wednesday with a red open box candle at the end of the day. Price percent oscillator still heading up. Derivative oscillator dropped off. That's where we are. We'll wait, watch, and see. What's going on with the 20-year bonds? It is down for the day let me switch, 0.83%. And what do we have as far as the week goes? Well, we had an up week last week, hoping things would, push back up again in the direction of the price percent oscillator, which is still positive, although the price percent oscillator itself is flat, the line, but it's on the positive side of the red signal line. We have almost a doji, lots and lots of indecision, tending down, a red doji. Derivative oscillator also losing momentum. 2-day chart pulling away from the red signal line, red down candle. So again, hoping it was going to take off again and maybe have a 2-day recross. Well, getting less and less likely as it moves further and further away from the red signal line. Derivative oscillator about flat. Half day, of course, we saw that crossover in the morning, accelerating further down in the afternoon. So we shall continue to watch and see how bonds are going to sort themselves out. Now, let's take a look at gold. Gold down for the day, 0.69%. Another one, hoping gold was going to take off. Well, it's slowing down. We do have a green up candle for the week. Price percent oscillator still negative and flat. Derivative oscillator negative, losing downward momentum. What do we see on the 2-day? It crossed over on us, and then first day of the latest 2-day candle just dying on the vine. A red, almost a doji, just not much of anything, almost a cross with a little bit of up movement as far as a wick on top, a longer wick on the bottom. Derivative oscillators positive, price percent oscillator flattening. So again, gold just sort of dying throughout the course of the day. You can see it down in the morning and then holding off a little of that in the afternoon. Didn't cross over on the price percent oscillator. Derivative oscillator didn't cross over going down either on that half-day chart. That's where we are on gold as we end the day on our 4 big charts. Lastly, let's look at Bitcoin. Pulling back a little bit, 0.60% for the day. That's 0.6%. That's nothing for Bitcoin. That's about a flat day. We see the derivative oscillator continuing to gain upward momentum. Price percent oscillator heading up. Let's look at the 2-day chart. What do we see there? We see the first day of the latest 2-day candle, a red open box. Now, what happened last time? Just sort of Bitcoin popped up, digested, and then took off again. Is that what we see happening here? Well, we'll wait and watch how this candle finishes drawing. You just don't know with Bitcoin. Derivative oscillator still positive and losing momentum. And of course, that half day, we can see where things popped up for 2 strong days on Friday and Monday. And then since then, we have seen on Tuesday and Wednesday how things have devolved a little bit with that price percent oscillator crossing over, going down, derivative oscillator losing momentum. So we'll pay the most attention, of course, to our weekly chart, keeping the 2-day chart in mind. But so far, this has been sweet on us. That's where we are, folks, as we end the day on Wednesday, go into Thursday. We so appreciate you being with us. We'd love to hear from you, CW@chartingwealth.com. chartingwealth.com. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth, World Headquarters.